Guys, so if you know anything about me or if you've seen any of our like videos we release on Friday, it's generally about like, behind the scenes like lifestyle type content, right? And if you know anything about my office, I like having, real kind of things of wealth or vision boards. Like I have like this like gold Ferrari in the background. I have my Mercedes, my what's that Lamborghini Corvette style thing, right? I have various things, the guitars in the background, right? And I have that stuff to kind of, 14 or $2,000 worth of cameras right here. It's all to kind of remind me like money is abundant, right? And it just kind of like when I'm in my office, it's all about just making sure that I'm constantly feeling a state of abundance and just relaxed. But one thing that I thought could be really, really, really cool and like really beneficial. Let me kind of put this down as I use my come on. This is my selfie stick. It has like a yes. Yes. Come on. Let me see. Let me make this a little longer. That's probably best. Good, good, good. So I actually have all those cameras, but I like use my phone more for some of these videos. So I started doing this thing called every single time that a student has gotten to 10K per month, I decided like, hey, it'd be kind of cool to like actually get like a gold coin, um, and maybe like a little like plaque or whatever of the name of the students, and that could be kind of cool. So I started doing that. I accidentally started doing that on Christmas. I got my mom a gold. She always wanted like this coin, so we put on like a necklace, right? So it's just kind of cool. So I was like, oh, I kind of like the way that it looked inside of like the there was like a coin box that came inside of. So I was like, okay, that's cool. So I'm like, okay, boom, I want to get this. So I'm like, okay, that's really cool. So it hit me in the head. It was like, because I've been kind of looking for like what are things I could do. I always want to have some kind of like wall to kind of show off all the students that have like either hit six figures or reach 10K per month or 20K per month inside of the business. So I was just like, okay, this can be really cool. So I was like, I'm gonna try and like make some sort of like display case. Right now, I bought this like cool box that came with it. Um, and like I'm really infatuated with like coin cases and stuff like that. So it's just cool. I don't know. So I want to kind of like put like a almost like a wall or how you see like these four. I want to have it to where I can have however many like is gone. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna retroactively go back in time. Okay, so remember like student A, student B, student C, students three. I've had a lot of students that hit 10K per month, so I'm not of course not gonna buy like a hundred. What would that be? So let's say if each coin is like worth anywhere between, depending on the weight, like this one is like a 1/4, right? So it's like right now it costs like $700, right? So if I was to, I think what I'd do is like I'd buy like a fourth for someone that hit like 10K per month. I'd have like maybe a half for someone that's hit like 20K per month. Then I'd hit like a full one for someone that's hit like 250 plus per year or something like that. I don't know what the different tiers would be, but that's gonna be a lot of gold coins. So I'm not gonna like buy 20,000 gold coins all at one time, right? So I think I'm definitely gonna do one moving forward. So every new student that does that moving forward, I'm gonna do it, and then I think I might slowly but surely retroactively go back in time and do that. I haven't quite figured it out yet. Um, yeah, I haven't quite figured it out, but I think that's just kind of something cool because, like, number one, it's always cool to be able to kind of like just look at your like if I can look at my desk and like literally have like see the coin and then have like the name of the student we held. So okay, yeah. So I remember when let's say I remember when Florence came in and like she was a parent with a young child. I think the kid was like three. It was probably like two or three, so he's still like a toddler, right? And like it might have been younger than that because he was in her lap when we were doing some of our coaching calls and like just kind of taking her situation to where they were trying to get ahead in life because her husband had an okay job but they lived in a very expensive area and she was used to working before she had her baby, but ever since she wasn't able to like work and leave the house because she was taking care of the baby, like things got really tight. So being able to kind of help her go and add like in her first like month she got to like 8 grand a month. It wasn't even in her first month, that was like in the first like 10 days of working it, she had to like 8 grand a month. Now that's not typical for everyone to get to 8 grand a month. I'm not promising that if you work with me inside the program their first week you're gonna make 8 grand a month. I'm not promising you that, right? But It's just something cool that you can achieve and you can strive towards. I don't know exactly how fast it's going to be for you to get to 10 grand per month or for you to get to 15 grand a month. I just know you're going to get there. You know what I mean? And that's kind of the one kind of, it's the one thing that I like, but I don't like sometimes. People are like, how long is it going to take for me to get to 10K per month? It's like, well, it depends on you. It depends on what you already have in the pipeline. It depends, let's say you get your first deal in day, number 10. Is that deal going to be a $500 a month client, a $3,000 a month client, a $5,000 a month client, maybe even a $10,000 a month client? We don't know what size client you're going to get, so it's really hard to predict how long it's going to take you to 10 grand per month. Like, for example, James, he got to 10 grand a month. I think it took him under 35 days to do so, but his first client was a 10 grand a month client. Right? It was a mixture of accounting and CFO services where they basically had some accountants on staff, but they didn't have anyone to manage them. So he could basically remotely manage their accounting team and their accounting department and then do a little bit of stuff as well. So he got to $10,450 per month. And that took him 35 days to do that. But not everyone's gonna get a 10 grand a month client. Most people won't get a 10 grand a month client. Most people, if you're just a starter, who's just getting started, really the good size client you're gonna get is between 500 to 5,000 per month, right? That's really a good safe zone. Right when it gets to the 5,000 per month, you're still in a zone to where someone who's just getting started can go. But yeah, so I definitely want to kind of incorporate these more into my life and my video. Historically, I like more paper assets, but it's just kind of, I don't know, just kind of cool to be able to physically have something like that. Yeah, so that's the cool thing, it's kind of cool. I'm really, really grateful that I have some of these things. And yeah, I remember I was inspired by gold because my mom had wanted this coin necklace kind of thing, right? So basically to get a coin, put on a necklace, and literally have something that goes around the coin that's also made out of gold to secure it to the necklace. And when I was younger, they had wanted to invest in gold, but they didn't have the money to be able to do so, right? So it was always something that you wanted to do, and it's kind of cool to be able to kind of be able to have I'm gonna if my dad ever wants to come over, just kind of show him the collection, maybe bring the collection over his house depending on the size of it, and just kind of be this is really cool, this is what you guys were trying to do when you're younger, and that was actually a really good idea. It's just sometimes if you don't have the money, you can't always do all the stuff that you either want to do in order to kind of move forward in life, but it doesn't mean just because it's not today does not mean it's not never. So just kind of keep pushing, keep moving, keep doing the best you possibly can. That's the thing. Just do the best you can in life. Sometimes you're gonna be moving really forward ahead. Sometimes you might be moving a little bit slower than what you want. But as long as you're making some progress, you're going good, right? You're doing better than most people, and you're gonna reach. We're all gonna make it eventually. It's just what's the size of your goal? What's the time frame you give yourself? And that's gonna be it. So. I'm really grateful for you guys watching this channel. I cannot wait for if you're watching this channel. I had a person join our mentorship program. She's been watching the YouTube channel for 3 years, right? And my greatest hope for you if you're watching this video is that you can be one of the next gold coins I have, right? I want to be able to cement you in the test of time, right? Because I'm not going to sell these gold coins for at least 5, 10, 15 years, right? So to be able to look at you every single day and say, okay, so this person joined on, we'll say February 1st, 2025. It took her 40 days to go and get to 10K per month, and it's always there. It's always there. You know what I mean? And no one can take that away from us, So I want that to be you. Right? And it's just I want to be able to tell your story. I want to be able to say, this person was, maybe living a life that was kind of below what their potential was. They took a chance on themselves. They started their business. They attacked this thing. They followed mentorship. They did things correctly. They didn't give up when times got hard. And they made it to their goal. And now they can live a life of relaxation, joy, and peace. Okay? So if that's you, I'd love to see you on our call. I'd love to work in our mentorship program. Click the link. Join the mentorship program. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's go. Okay? And I want to see you guys soon. Have a good rest of your day. Take it easy.